Well, it might mess with the crop if they do.
Yeah, it might. But I think even if they don't come in video, it's still gonna mess with the crop because it's still gonna create
I'll be
a
coming
person
on
for
video
them.
later.
I could tell you for a fact Danica doesn't know how to use this app at all.
I'm aware. Danica had a conversation last night.
She just stares at the phone, being like, "Work, work."
I sent her like a screen recording of how to like download.
I got a text from Hugh and a text from Kelsey.
It's fine.
Are we starting soon? I have to have an education to pursue, Robert, is what Kelsey said to me. Though it's all in capital letters, so
Yes.
I'm not going to yell
it
it
is.
for sake of ears, but
That's how Kelsey types most of the time.
I've
it's also
also
you
done-
type most of the time.
It's
I
also
know.
how I speak.
That's how Kelsey and I, when we have a conversation, we just use all caps back and forth at each other.
Kelsey, I'm
Also,
amazed that
I
you
draw
didn't
emojis
respond
for
to
Kelsey.
that photo I sent you earlier.
What? Okay, I had a busy day. I'm sorry if I didn't.
Well, you didn't.
I sent a video of my son speaking mama for the first time to Kelsey, and it took her like 18 hours to respond to me.
Why
so
didn't I get that video?
I didn't send you
Okay.
that video.
I was in class.
I'm gonna send it right now, Hugh. I'm gonna
Good.
send it right now. I
Hey,
totally-
real quick.
Yeah, what's up?
Matt looks confused.
That's his
Well,
normal
no.
face.
For whatever reason, I think I'm seeing our problem here, Bobby. Tell me what second we are, or what the time track is on right now on yours.
On mine,
Yeah. I mean, if we're recording, what are we at right now?
I'm at like 2 minutes and 6 seconds, 8 seconds, 9 seconds, 10 seconds.
I'm like a second behind. It hiccup.
Yeah, that
And
happened last week, like 3 times. It's okay.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we're
For
probably
whatever
gonna.
reason, whenever I do this with Discord, I guess it acts
Hi,
up.
Tim.
Somebody in the chat. Sorry, we're just babbling. We're just doing business.
Yes,
before-
Tim says, hello, everyone. Congrats on 200 episodes.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank
I should
you.
probably
Thank
get the chat up here, huh? So we can see
I've
it.
got a chat widget box thing actually on the screen for the stream.
This is a fancier setup than we had at my house.
I know.
So
Bobby, what shall I do?
For today, you're fine, Matt. We're probably going to use this other thing anyway, so don't worry about it too much.
Just leave a recording just to be
just leave-
safe.
Just leave a recording just to be safe.
Do you hear my fan?
no.
No.
Okay.
There we go. There's the question. Every week.
Next week, Matt, we'll probably have you use Audacity or something. We'll figure that out with you.
Are you using your hipster?
I'm sorry,
your
Matt.
hipster
You have
machine.
you can't use GarageBand anymore. I'm sorry.
Hipster recorder.
Welcome to episode 200. Might as well be episode 2 of the Talking Games podcast. I'm Bobby Shortle. I'm here with Justin Townsend,
Hello.
Hugh Perry,
Oh.
Kelsey Lavati,
Hi.
and Matt Wood.
Happy anniversary, Talking Games.
Matt,
It's
if you're
not
not
our
watching the
anniversary,
video live on twitch.tv, Matt is drinking a beer right now.
Cider.
A
I
cider,
heard-
sorry. A
I heard
fermented
the-
beverage of
Yes.
some kind.
It's wee wee.
Yeah, I'm drinking piss.
Mhm. Welcome back, Justin.
I've missed this show.
Talking piss.
Can we
and,
start that?
No.
Okay, good.
I'm not even on the show when I veto it.
Kelsey is drinking wine as well, but
Yeah.
we're gonna try to make sure that she speaks slightly away from the microphone when she finishes drinking that glass of wine.
Nobody mentioned Pokemon.
There's no Pokemon to
Okay.
talk about.
I had 3 wine glasses though that night.
You had 3
I-
wine glasses or 3 glasses of wine?
She ate 3 wine glasses on stream.
I
It
had
was
3
fucking
glasses
terrifying.
of wine. This is half. So
Well
I'm being
done.
mature tonight. I have homework.
I've got water.
Okay.
Edgecore.
So, if you're listening live and you would like to join in and call in and speak with us, you can do so on Discord. And I'm going to throw in the chat my Discord friend name, and you send me a friend request, and then I will call you at the time you say you're available. If you don't pick up, sorry, it's too
You're
bad.
out of here.
You're out of
We'll,
here.
we'll wait if you don't pick up.
I didn't say that. I didn't
No.
say that at all. I know we have our first caller set up. I think for about 5 minutes. So we're gonna
Wow,
see
that's
how
really soon.
that goes. It's a longtime friend of the site. We're gonna see how using Discord goes for her. So yeah. So well, it's Danica will be calling in at 6:30. So we'll get Danica on the line then.
It's Danica.
Oh, jeez, I forgot about that.
I text
Yes.
Bobby earlier on. I was like, I'm gonna deliberately mispronounce her name.
And you did, but you ruined the joke because you said it out loud. Hugh, you're not supposed to say it out loud.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Now she knows.
Now she knows.
I'm not actually gonna
Um,
do it. I'm not a madman. I value my safety.
So I'll be adding people to the call. I gotta get my name in chat. But let's before we get people on, Justin,
Hi.
how's it going? What games you been playing?
I bought a house. I
That's
bought
true.
that. I've been playing that game.
Is that new house flipper game?
Yeah, you've been playing House
It
of
feels like I should be playing that right now. That's been nothing but problems. But hey, it's nice to be a homeowner and feel like an adult. What games have I
Is
been
it?
playing? Not really. I'm supposed to just say these things.
Do you have the internet hooked up already in house?
Yeah, no,
Oh, that's cool.
I've
All right,
I've
that's
been
amazing.
online since the first day.
Yeah.
Like the first day, I sent
Like
Bobby a picture and it was like, I have my room set up. We're good.
Screw anything that you
Um,
need to cook with or anything like that. Get the internet on. That's what you
Yeah,
need.
pretty much.
Oh yeah,
Um,
definitely.
So yeah, that's been a thing. I platinum God of War last night.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So that felt good. That's a very good video game. What else? We did some Destiny last night. Actually,
We did play some Destiny last night.
We shot some giant worm, space worm.
Yeah, we beat the
Nice.
Warmind campaign, which took all of an hour,
Hour and a half.
hour and a half maybe for us to finish.
Yeah.
You, me, and Andy.
I went from 305 light to 339 in about 2 hours.
Yeah,
It
which
felt
which
great.
was shorter than I actually told you. I said
I know.
3 hours.
It's illegal. It should be illegal. After years of playing Destiny and leveling up like once a week, it should be illegal to level that many times in one night.
Yeah, I went from 349 to 350.
Yeah, that's
I think
You did what I did,
Cap's
or
like
what I'm
400
used to
now,
doing.
isn't it?
no. It's I think 370 is the cap.
Is
Is
it?
that-
Oh,
I
is
think
that
it's 380.
Is it 380?
I think it's 385 or something.
Oh, you know, some of
Ah,
the stuff we started at was light 370. So you're probably right.
Yeah, yeah.
Besides that, I'm going to be playing the Master Chief Collection with Bobby sometime soon. I know that.
Oh yeah, you got it now. That's right. Yeah, we'll definitely play some of that. Hugh and I played a little bit before the Microsoft press
we
conference.
did. Yeah, it was fun.
I
I bought it just
Halo,
before they
we did
announced
Halo
it was
1.
going- Yeah, I bought
Oh,
it just
yeah,
before they announced it was going on Game Pass.
I was waiting for that. That's why I stole it from somebody else.
Yeah, but not in the Game Pass until it's
Till
coming
later this
soon.
year, yeah.
It didn't come out that day. We played Halo 1. You played a little Halo 2, right, Hugh?
I did, yeah. I was really impressed actually. Like I was saying to you, I don't actually remember. Like I distinctly remember playing the first Halo because I played that game through so many times. Like split screen co-op with my friend when I had my OG Xbox. But I don't remember playing Halo 2.
What?
I know. But it's cool just seeing like how much more like confident and assured that game is. Like it's got they were obviously a lot more brave with like what they were doing with that game in terms of like the locations and the characters and the gameplay. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna finish it off because I've basically got all of the Halo games on my Xbox downloaded now. So I think I might just like play through them all. So yeah,
Nice. Nice.
been enjoying it.
Yeah. I mean, I got that Halo itch. We had that long text message conversation about Halo.
That we put on Twitter somehow.
That we about what was you?
I don't remember why. Why I don't remember why we were even talking about. Oh, because we were talking about top 10 games.
Oh yeah, because we both made our top 10 games list. That's why. And we started talking about Halo. We got a little conversation going on with it. So yeah, Halo is cool. I don't know when Halo Infinite's coming out, but Halo in general is cool.
It is.
I think I commented and said because y'all are asking about Halo 2 and Halo 3, and I think I said Halo 2.
I think we were saying Halo 3 or Halo Reach, and then you
Oh,
said Halo
yeah.
2 in classic Matt fashion.
I go back. Halo 3 is better.
Yes, that's true. Halo 3 is better than Halo 2 for sure.
I didn't like how you said that. Now I'm back on Halo 2. Jesus.
Halo 2 is not actually a video game. It doesn't have an ending.
It does not have an ending.
That is the craziest logic ever. That
It
is.
doesn't have an ending.
I mean, Justin's logic is insane, but that is true. It doesn't have really have an
You should have
ending.
seen. You should have seen his. Well, I didn't see his face because we were over text. But I can only imagine what his face looked like when I sent him my top 10 list. He was he was diplomatic.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. There was a couple. We should read after we take the first call. After we talk to Danica, we should talk about your top 10 list.
I don't know why this didn't end up being like a group thing. Like we should have done this as a group. That would have been
It's
fun.
true. I didn't think that. We're not very good at planning things, Hugh.
Because
Yeah.
Kelsey would put down Animal Crossing like 3 different times,
That's fine. If she
especially the
wants
phone one.
So whoever can message Danica in a way that's not over Discord, just tell her to let us know when she's ready.
I'm doing like a Brady Bunch, like pointing down to Kelsey right
I think
now.
it's pretty much everyone here except for me and you, Hugh. So yeah, we're gonna first call her in. We're waiting for Danica to come on the line. Matt,
Yes.
what's been going on, my friend?
I've been Ubering and playing Switch while I wait for people. I just
Not while you're
camped out.
driving.
No.
Okay,
no.
good.
No,
Good.
I'm not
It's
that
like, hey,
old.
did you see they brought out Donkey Kong on
Yeah.
Switch?
So okay, I kind of bought all of those arcade archives that Nintendo put out.
Yes, the
Imagine
biggest
my
news
surprise.
Nintendo.
Raise your hand if you're shocked that
Yeah,
Matt
the-
did that.
The biggest
I-
news that Nintendo put out at E3.
I picked up Punch Out, which is way harder than arcade. I've never really played the arcade Punch Out. It's a tricky little video game. I picked up that. I picked up Versus Mario Brothers, which is kind of Super Mario Brothers on the Switch. So people that have been complaining about Virtual Console, there you kind of go. Not really.
Okay.
And I also picked up, what was the fourth? Oh, regular Mario Brothers, which that game's terrible.
Is that like a
There's
single
some-
screen?
Yeah,
Like this,
turtles
is
and crabs and pipes and yeah.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
the mini
it-
game that's in Mario
Is
Brothers.
it terrible? Is it
Hmm?
terrible? Is it terrible? Actually,
It's a real. I don't find it as fun as. I don't think it's that fun.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's. I don't think it. No, my biggest complaint with that game, me being a snob, is I don't think it quite knows if it wants to be a collaborative game or a competitive game.
Okay. Couldn't it be
I think
both?
That's. Well, then it's really weird. Then why have a high score thing that the high score is collected from both players? It's weird. It's a bizarre game.
Didn't they continue this tradition with new Super Mario Brothers?
Yes, but then that's just fun though.
You could
That
just
is
troll
a fun
people.
game.
It's like a troll factory.
Yeah, exactly. I think that ultimately is that. But no, I've never really enjoyed that game. But I do look forward to some of the other arcade games that they have to put out now. Like they have to put out Donkey Kong Jr. They have to put out the arcade Dr. Mario. I'm hoping they put this out because Nintendo had some good arcade games for a while.
Hold on, Matt. We have some breaking news from Kelsey.
No,
Is Danica ready for a phone
This
call?
just in.
Yeah, she just went on lunch.
Okay, great. All right, Danica.
she's
She's
calling us
working?
from a Toys R Us.
Blech.
Alright.
She's actually calling from a Toyota Yaris.
Okay, nice,
Oh.
nice. Oh, that
Wow.
crop is crazy, Hugh.
A Toyota.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
that's
doing
interesting.
we're doing a video.
Yeah,
Hi!
Oh my God, you can see her.
yeah, you can see her.
Oh,
Just like the very top of her head, though, and
Yeah.
the car.
that's a
Say
really
hi.
nice sun visor.
Hi, Danica.
Say
Hi,
hello, Danica.
Danica.
I don't want to be seen right now. I'm just gonna show you the outdoors.
Okay.
Show
It's
the
very
Toys
nice.
R
It
Us.
looks like a nice day.
Do you want to see my Toys R Us? I'm
Yeah,
on
show the
right
home
now.
away from home.
Okay,
This
but
is
this is
making me
it.
dizzy.
Yeah, I
Why?
don't know
that's
what.
a corner of a Toys R Us.
That's great. This is
Yeah.
great. There's a
We
white
don't have
corner.
those anymore.
Caller, what's your question?
Oh my God! I don't have a question for you. Actually, yeah, if you want to tell your stupid Canadian story.
Oh, awesome. Yes, I picked up a Canadian today on Uber, and she works for Walmart because they all work for Walmart. No one wants to hear this. do
What?
they?
She works at Walmart.
Danica, are you eating like chips or something? What's going on over
I'm
there?
having a Nutrigrain bar.
I'm gonna tell this story later. Let's talk about video games.
I'm hungry. I didn't eat all day.
Danica literally asked me, she's like, am I going to be on camera? And I was like, no, of course you're not going to be on camera. We would never do that. Danica answers with a video call.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know. I just press buttons. I don't know what I'm
I
doing.
told you.
This is
Why
good,
does my
though.
hair look so
Now I-
light here?
Now I really want to watch Danica play like The Witcher, because if she can't handle
Oh.
this,
Yes, I know.
then
I've asked to watch her play The Witcher multiple times.
Yeah.
So Danica, what's your favorite part about The Witcher?
naked
The
girl.
sex. Yeah.
She's not lying.
Okay. No, I'm
I
actually.
follow her on Twitter. So I know that she's not lying.
Mhm.
I sent
But,
Danica a link earlier today because the original Witcher is free on GOG right now.
Mm-hmm.
So get on it, people.
It's a very
Free
different
Witcher.
game.
It is
It's a
very
very
different.
different game.
Yeah, well,
So-
I never played Gwent. I did actually, and I sucked really badly, so I just gave up on it. The Gwent in Witcher.
So what is it about the sex in The Witcher that makes it better than the sex in other games?
Yes.
Because it's Geralt.
Okay.
The unicorn.
Yeah, but you know what? Have you played the expansion pack?
Yes.
I have not.
Okay, I played the first one. I just finished it. And Shani, you know who I'm talking about, Hugh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I really like her. Like I think I sent everyone their sex scene because I was super into it.
It's a true story.
Yeah. The horse?
Yeah. No, the
No.
one on the boat. The one on the
It was on the
boat.
Oh,
boat.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, there's a sex scene on a horse?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was with Yennefer.
Yeah.
All
On,
I'm interested
not
in the
with.
game now.
Let's just
Well,
clarify.
yeah, I
I'm-
assume.
I don't know how to. Okay. I'm trying to eat. I'm trying to eat. I'm hungry. Ah.
So Toys
Okay, wait,
Toys
so
R
wait,
Us.
wait.
Sorry, go ahead, Danica. Go ahead.
So happy 200th episode.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Happy Nutrigrain bar.
Happy what?
Happy Nutrigrain bar.
Oh, it's so good. It's the pear one. I
Oh.
really like it. No, it's really good. I know it sounds terrible, but it's actually amazing.
Kelsey, do you have any questions for Danica?
No.
Yeah, Kelsey. What the fuck?
No.
I don't need to ask Danica a question. Like, we're the same person.
Yeah.
can,
Wait, I have a
Danica,
question. I have a
she doesn't even
question
need
for
to be
Kelsey.
here.
Okay.
What?
I have
Yeah,
a
that's
question
true.
for Kelsey from Danica.
What?
When are we gonna play God of War again?
Oh fuck! Thank you, Justin. Yeah, exactly. Kelsey,
When
I've
I'm
been
done-
fucking patient with you. I swear to God, I've actually been.
Oh, it's a lecture.
And I'm really trying. I'm really trying not to play, and I always fucking see it on my desk. It's literally out of the box. The CD is out of the box. It's on my desk waiting.
For those who don't know, they're playing it together.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah, it's a
gonna
fucking
make
nightmare. I
Kelsey's
will never
face
do
full
this
screen for this lecture.
I
I was just asking a simple question of like, do you have a date that you're gonna get together and keep playing that game, and
Right.
also do side quests?
Right now on the stream is just Kelsey's face because she's being lectured and it's brilliant.
Okay. First of all, I don't play side quests. One.
It's the fucking worst. Every time I want to go somewhere else, she's like, Danica, I swear to God, don't
The
do
side
it.
quests in God of War are kind of essential, really, because they
I
are
heard.
helpful. Yeah.
I heard.
Well, whatever. I don't do side quests. And two, I have a portfolio. I don't know how many times I have to fucking say this.
Ugh.
Are you gonna watch me eat now?
No.
It's cool. Social eating's a thing. That's fine.
Monday might be bad. No, Monday Saint Jean Baptiste. I can't.
That's Sunday.
Yeah, but Monday I have it's Saint Jean Baptiste anyway. We have the day off.
Okay, so why don't you
Work?
come to my house?
Don't ask this.
Why?
No, I'm talking to others.
What if I go to the beach?
What
You're
if you
gonna
play
go to
God
the
of
beach.
War?
Kelsey Lavati is going to the beach. I don't doubt. Like, no, you're not going to the beach. I know you.
Okay, fine.
Do you not like beaches, Kelsey?
No.
Kelsey, we've literally been to a beach and she stays in full like long sleeve shirt. That's amazing.
Do you
But I
burn?
stay in the shade. Like I don't like being in the sun at
Yeah.
all.
Do you burn easily?
No, I'm Sicilian.
Yeah, what are you talking about, Hugh?
Look,
I've
I'm
never had a
Welsh.
sunburn in my life.
No, never mind.
I'm Welsh. We see the sun and we immediately burst into flames. So
No,
you know.
I understand. My boyfriend's white as fuck, and he burns.
Mhm.
It is like the same person.
That's all
I know.
it is.
Are you talking about me and Kelsey?
No.
Yeah.
Kind of.
No, you and Hugh, Danica.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, you can hear. Yeah.
Let me just get my
Sometimes
Nutri-Grain bars.
But you haven't even seen us fight. That's the worst thing.
No, this
It's
is
like,
nothing.
Wait.
All right. Well, Danica, let me ask you to
Yeah,
talk about a
what's
little bit of podcast business.
Okay.
When are you replacing Kelsey?
That's question
no,
one.
I cannot. I cannot. I'm not as
Um,
good as Kelsey.
we'll see.
Danica?
Did you start
I can't-
listening when Kelsey joined, or were you listening
Yes.
before that? Okay.
When Kelsey
all right.
joined.
All right. So you
I
don't
don't-
really
I
care
don't
about
know.
any of us. You just care about Kelsey.
Well, yeah.
Okay. All right. Just making sure. Just
Fair.
making sure that
No,
we're all
I'm
on the same
joking.
page.
I'm joking. But I
Yeah,
didn't really
sure.
listen to podcasts before that.
Okay. All right.
I gave Danica a podcast recommendation yesterday, day
Yeah,
before.
yesterday.
I told her to listen to the Beastcast.
Oh, nice.
I still
She's not
haven't
gonna
done it
like
yet.
it.
She hasn't done it
She's
yet.
not gonna like it.
I know.
Why not?
It's
Tell
too
why.
long, Danica. You're not gonna listen to it. I'm
Yeah,
telling
it's like
you.
Oh yeah, I have,
3
like,
hours
no
an
time.
episode.
It's 3 hours. You're not listening. I'm telling you
Oh,
right
not
now.
3
No, the
hours.
Beastcast is not
Beastcast
3
is like an
hours.
hour and a half.
Beastcast is an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Which
The
is like
Bombcast is like 3 hours long every
Yeah.
episode, but that's
Danica, be honest.
Listen, I don't have much time. I'm not gonna.
You know how long it took her to convince her to listen to me?
No,
I gotta
that's
get my friends to
actually
listen to
not
me.
even true. That's not even true, Kelsey.
What?
Kel,
I
you
was
know
on-
that's not even true.
I feel
I
there's a
was
fight
on
coming.
for a
No
couple
fighting.
of months before you
No,
listened,
I
and then
swear to God, I
and
didn't
then-
tell you all the time.
and
but I
then you
did
listen, and
You
then you
were never
listen
back.
secretly.
I'm gonna.
This is fascinating.
I've lost control.
She's waving her
listening.
cables around and everything.
I've
Kel,
lost control.
Kelsey.
I don't think you ever had
I'm
it.
fucking sweating.
Kelsey, Danica has a question.
Danica has a question. Go ahead, Danica.
Kel,
you have the
I
floor.
swear to God,
She's
I
our
swear to
guest.
God,
She
I
swears to
did
God.
listen to you. You know I listened. Why are you starting shit on live air?
That's what she does.
It's because you were sneaky about it.
That's pretty funny.
I was. Because you were shy and I didn't want to like put you on the spot.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
You remember this now, don't you? See, you were really shy and you didn't want anyone to know.
That's true.
I don't
Mhm.
know how the screens are positioned on everyone else's feed, but I have Danica in one corner and Kelsey in the other, and occasionally they look at each other. And
Yeah, it's brilliant.
I feel like they're separated.
I love that.
I mean,
Uh,
I'm in
We're
control,
like,
so I can basically
twins,
make
though.
anybody I want full screen. So let's have just Danica on the screen right now.
Just Danica. Yeah, I think just
Dan-
Danica on the live feed is what.
Why?
Danica.
No.
Danica, turn the phone sideways. It's
Okay, but
driving me
I like.
crazy.
we'll
No,
talk.
don't start giving instructions, Matt.
What?
Wait, shut up! I swear to God.
Alejandro says this is definitely entertaining. So good job, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is
Danica,
This is-
you
this
passed
is
the
good stuff.
audition. You're on the show.
well. This is how
Yay.
Kelsey
This is how Kelsey got the job.
Kelsey got the job.
I
So.
heard, yeah. Yeah, but I don't think Kelsey wants me.
Just cut the stream.
You guys can decide that
Cut the
off
stream
air,
right now.
Okay.
Yeah, cut it. Just we're gonna cut it. Kelsey's face right
Kelsey
now
has
is
a look.
one.
Kelsey has a frozen look.
Call it in.
No, she started moving
Um,
again.
There we go.
Oh, she's gone completely. There she is.
All right. Well, Danica, thank you so much for calling in, and thank you for listening and keeping us all entertained. And we will talk to you again soon. Thank you so much.
No
Bye,
problem.
Danica.
Bye,
Bye.
Danica.
Bye.
Kelsey looks traumatized.
I was frozen.
Okay, it looked like you just did a frozen look of like, oh, I don't think so on your face. So that was what it was. I'm copying my name into chat again here. So Matt, tell us about your Uber stories. Kelsey's gone.
Oh.
Bye, Kelsey.
She's quit.
So I picked up Walmart central office is here, so we get a lot of people from all over, and that's who most of the people who ride with me. They're just people that work from Walmart that have been flown in from various parts of the world. That's where the guy from Wales. That's why he was in town.
Yeah, Wales. Woo!
And this lady this morning, Gretchen. I'm dropping her off at one of the conference centers for Walmart, and I'm asking her like, what does she do for Walmart and everything? And she says home decor. And I said, oh, that's cool. And she says she does licensed stuff, so she works for like Nickelodeon and Disney and various other companies. But she's also, she does various other parts of home decor. And so it goes for like 3 minutes, and no one's really talking. The music's playing, and I'm just kind of driving because I don't want to like. I don't know. I don't want to like force conversation. And then she says, have you ever heard of a Himalayan salt lamp? And I'm like, oh, yeah. Like my sister-in-law has one. They're cool. And she's like, that was me. And I was like, that was exactly my reaction. She says, that was me. I was like, what do you mean? She was like, I got those into Walmart. That was me. The #1 retail product of 2017. You're looking at her. And I was like, oh, right on. She was like, yeah. So I was like, yeah, don't fuck with salt lamps. She's like, yeah, don't fuck with salt lamps. And I was like, okay, all right.
Wow.
Have a good day.
Oh, it's true. You don't fuck with salt lamps.
Don't fuck with salt lamps. Yeah. So Gretchen from Canada, if you're listening, congratulations on your victory.
What an absolute life moment that is.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
absolutely.
it's way more of an accomplishment than anything I can say.
It's true. You none of us invented the Himalayan salt lamp.
Well, she didn't either.
I don't
All
think
she did was
invented
say,
it, she just bought some.
yeah. All she said was like, "Hey, Walmart, maybe we should have these."
Okay, I see what you're saying now.
She's
Okay.
a buyer.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I gotcha. Well, while we wait, we have some other people that are possibilities. That will probably be a little bit later on, a little bit closer to 7:30ish or so. We get some other people if you want to call in. My Discord name, Bobby Shortle, number 2183. Discord's very weird. Send me a friend request, and a message with a time that you are able to hop on, and we will try to get you on just as soon as possible. So we talked a little bit about games. I want to talk about something that we didn't talk about last week because I forgot when we did our 2-hour plus E3 recap. And that's the whole Sony Fortnite crossplay thing. Because we kind of brought it up in like a second, and then I was like, oh, we'll get to it when we get to Sony or we get to Nintendo. And then by the time we got to Nintendo, I was so exhausted that I was like, I can't get into this right now. So the deal is, this is not like a new development, but when Fortnite dropped on the Switch, 2 million people in the first day decided to download it, and a portion of those 2 million people were met with an error message that said, sorry, you already used this on your PlayStation account. You can't use this account here. It's create a new login. Now, this problem already existed on the Xbox. If you try to sign into your Fortnite account or your Epic account on the Xbox, you get a more vague error message that's like, oh, you're not authorized to play on this platform or whatever, which I had gotten when I had gotten my new Xbox One S because I tried to sign into it. And so and to solve it, I literally had to go to the Epic website, de-link my account, and go through like this email process with their support team in order to like be able to, if I wanted to create a new account and actually play the game on the Xbox. But because they came out at the same time, because not as many people have Xboxes and PlayStation 4s, it was kind of just like, it got brought up, but it wasn't really a big deal. Turns out a lot of people have the Switch, and a lot of people like the Switch, and a lot of people were like, hey, I've got this Switch, I've heard of this Fortnite game, let me try to sign up for it on here, and they were met with a lot of problems. That
Bobby,
caused... Yes.
Can I confess something?
Yes, Matt.
I downloaded Fortnite on the Switch.
Oh my god.
Oh, there we
I
go.
haven't-
The bombshell
haven't
moment
played
of
it.
episode 200.
Kelsey just caught up.
I haven't.
Oh.
Mr.
Yeah.
Wood.
Mr. Woods got that Fortnite.
Oh,
He has got that.
Man, he's got that Fortnite. Yes, I'm changing the name of the chat. I'm waiting for this.
Mr. Woods got that Fortnite.
I haven't even started it up.
Doesn't matter.
You got that Fortnite.
You got that Fortnite now.
You got that Fortnite.
Got
I
that.
want
What, you got
Nintendo to
that-
feel.
when the
I want
kids ask
Nintendo
you-
to feel like they're a part of
Got
something.
that
I just
When the
want
kids
that
ask you, Mr.
Fortnite.
Wood, yo, you got that Fortnite? You can be like,
Yeah,
too.
I got that Fortnite.
Can you? So let me. Here's a question. Here's the question that I have for
Mhm.
the listeners and the people that are on this podcast.
Okay.
Since I haven't played it, I haven't fucking played it or created an account.
Yes.
Is there any aspect of that game that is? The answer is no. That's playable on offline.
No.
No.
Oh, unless you've
No.
got to save the world, which I don't isn't playable on.
No, it's not on Switch.
on
Okay.
Switch,
It's not on Switch.
which is a
Uh,
shame because
well,
it's fun.
Save the world? No, it's just Battle Royale.
Then
hysterical.
that
Fortnite's
app is totally
hysterical.
useless for me while I'm out there Ubering.
Yeah, but when you're not Ubering
Yeah.
and you're in your bed at
Yeah.
night,
Then I'm
you're going to be playing that Fortnite.
It's not true. You could take your phone and create a Wi-Fi hotspot
All right,
and
I'm
link
deleting.
up
I'm
your
del-
Switch to it.
Kelsey
deleting
looks
it.
like
I'm
she's
deleting
really
it.
struggling with this revelation.
Are you crying? Oh, Kelsey, don't cry about that. Hugh, are you crying?
No, I'm fine.
I think Kelsey actually muted us.
Kelsey's like, yeah, Kelsey didn't mute herself. She's muted us.
She's arguing with Danica.
But anyway,
Are you back with us? Are you here?
I don't know. Kelsey's having some issues right now. We will when she gets back, we'll get her, we'll put her back in. But so the problem with this whole situation, right, is that because the account's locked, you have to create a new account. It also means that Switch players can't play with PS4 players, and vice versa. Switch players can play with Xbox players. They can play with PC players. They can play with phone players, and they can. That's it, right? That's what it's on.
Yes.
For PS4. But they can't play with PS4 players. Now, conversely, PS4 players can play with the PC, and they can play against phone people.
Just not the other consoles.
Just not the other two consoles. But if you have signed up, like a lot of people I'm sure did, the first time they played Fortnite, they played on PS4. A lot of people, they're locked. They can't do it.
They can't access their battle pass.
Right. Unless, I mean, yeah. So if they delink their PSN account, you also lose anything you bought while you were playing Fortnite on your PSN account. So all of your battle pass, any like cosmetics and stuff will not carry over. So they basically lock people in on that way. So they're kind of stuck. So this has created an uproar. It created an uproar almost immediately. And with Microsoft making statements, Nintendo making statements, Epic making statements, and for the first day, Sony saying nothing. Then Sony makes a statement and they go, you know what? There's a lot of PS4s out there. You could play with, there's plenty of people who have Fortnite on the PS4. You could play with them. And that was like the statement. It didn't even address the problem.
Not a good statement.
It just went, right? So we have that situation. I think there was some follow-up that was made a little bit, but if you go back to a statement from the Sony goldmine of bad PR bits, Jim Ryan, he basically said at one point, look, we have no philosophical problem with it. It's just a business decision. So that we know Sony's sort of stance.
Some guy who was like the former like CEO of Sony or something like that was on Twitter saying a bit the reason behind it is just purely monetary.
Sure.
And if people
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
just keep complaining about it, eventually Sony, being a business, have to just go, all right, we give up.
I mean, as we know, the only reason why Sony's doing this is because they're number one in consoles right now, and they have the floor to do that. But this is a bad decision. Ultimately, this is something that, yes, they financially can have a stance on this and do this, but I don't think, as much as I'm not crazy about Fortnite and things like this, but we've seen it with Rocket League, we've seen it with other games where it's cross play with other consoles or other platforms is totally possible, and Sony just saying no. My favorite thing in all of this is Nintendo is so eager to kind of stick it to Sony.
Mhm.
I love that tweet today
The
that I
amount
sent
of
you guys.
shade being thrown is brilliant.
That of Nintendo saying, "Hey, Xbox, since we can play Minecraft together, you want to go build something? And it's just like, it's literally Nintendo saying, Sony, you can't play with us. I think
It's a surprising amount of shade from Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would expect you would expect it from Microsoft, even though Phil Spencer's not that way.
Yeah.
But you could see it coming from Microsoft. Why Nintendo is all of a sudden like throwing down fisticuffs against Sony, I have no idea.
Well, because Nintendo's making money now.
It's a big selling point. Let's face
Yeah,
it.
it totally is. It is. And I think that Sony is just letting this bad PR like tidal wave overwash them over and over and over again, where they have their two biggest competitors able to dunk on them constantly,
It's not going to last.
and every single person who is out there kind of in the gaming space for the most part is like, yeah, dunk on them. Like they have a very bad wave sort of pushing against them right now.
Yeah, and the thing is, history has proved to not be kind to the video games companies who get cocky and act the way Sony are acting right now.
Well,
Like-
as Giant Bomb mentioned this week, I heard them talk about this, and they said if anyone should know this lesson, it's Sony. After like their first press conference with the PS4 and like saying, you know, sharing games should be allowed and doing all this should be allowed, and here now they're like, oh no, we don't want to share with Xbox. It's just, you know, Sony should know how quickly tables can turn when it comes to platforms.
Yeah.
And
It's
you
crazy.
know?
It was funny. Justin and I were literally having a discussion, I think right around the time this news broke, about like, oh, I wonder how Microsoft can get a foothold, can get back on top. Like, powerful hardware, I don't think it's going to do it. Like, the generations are weird. Like, how are they going to change over? What's that going to mean? And then I think it was like literally that day.
This is how it happens.
This is how
This is
the
how it
kind of
starts.
stuff how it
Yeah.
starts. It's
Yeah.
because, like, just like you said, this is very much like the, hey, get a second job to get a PS4, a PS3 comment that they made on that press
It's
conference.
the arrogance.
It's the whole, oh, we have a console for people who don't have a constant internet connection. It's called the Xbox 360. Like it's this kind of shit that gets these companies in trouble, and you can even see it. And I talked about it a little bit, I think, on the show last week. Look at the Sony press conference compared to the Microsoft press conference compared to the Nintendo press conference. Sony was the only one who wasn't like, look at all these cool indie games that we have on our system, even though that is the thing that saved them in that first year of the PS4, because they had nothing. Like, they had no first party games in that first year, basically, after launch. And so it's just, it's disheartening in some ways, but also exciting in other ways to see history just keep repeating itself with these companies just unable not to fuck up and put themselves in the ground.
It's not going to last. Like, this is the straw that breaks the camel's back, because they're just getting dunked on too much. So eventually they'll just open the floodgates. But they don't want to, obviously.
because come the next console generation, and as I said before, if Sony start getting like continue being cocky and sort of not prepared to give their fan base and users what they want, people will just buy other machines. Come the next generation, people will go to Xbox. And it's happened in the past. Like you look at like Xbox One now. Like the reason Xbox are lagging so far behind is because they made so many mistakes with the Xbox 360. Towards the end of its like tenure anyway. So they've got to open themselves up and start allowing people to play with PlayStation users from other systems. It's just stupid, and there's no decent, valid reason for it.
Yeah, I mean, Justin, do you think, like, if they open the floodgates, if they say, okay, we're the Fortnite players can play with the other Fortnite players, do you think it can actually ever stop there?
No.
Right?
Once the floodgates open, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, consoles will become cross-play through everything. It'll be slow at first, is my guess. So I could picture, like, let's just say it's Fortnite. I would say Fortnite, and then I could picture PUBG doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, we'll see people playing FIFA across consoles,
Mm-hmm.
or, Call of Duty and whatnot. And I think, honestly, that's the way it should be. I mean,
Yeah.
Phil Spencer, when he was being interviewed by Jeff Gerstmann, like made a great point. It's like, what's great for consumers is great for us.
Mhm.
And like, if you're not treating your player base well, it's not going to bode well for you. He's a smart guy. And, like if I shudder to think about where Xbox would be if they didn't have him.
Mhm.
Because they made some really smart decisions over there. And like, this is them being forward thinking, and it's completely backwards thinking, or just like not backwards, but this is the way it used to be done, but it can't be this way anymore.
Right.
So I think within, I'll say the next month, we'll see the change.
Because for these developers and publishers, this can only be good for them, right? Because they can sell more copies of their games in more places. Because then there might be somebody who goes, okay, I have an Xbox One, let's just say, and he doesn't like the PlayStation for whatever reason, won't buy it, but all his friends have it and buy it. And at every multiplayer game that comes out, he's kind of left off of the bandwagon because can't play with them, right? So let's say this kind of falls down, and then when the Division 2 comes out, let's say, it's like, well, I'll buy the Division 2 now because I can play it with my friends, and that's only going to help other people, the people who want to play it and the people who make the games.
Yeah, and I think it's good PR for a company to just go, especially these days, like money's tight, and for companies to go, we understand you can only, like, you probably can only afford one console. So whatever console you get, that's fine. Like, third-party games that come out that are cross-platform, you can play together. That's fine. Like, but, obviously there'll be first-party exclusives, but,
Right.
it's good PR for people to go, yeah, that's cool. They respect the fact that we've only got so much money.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, absolutely. Kelsey, how are you doing? Are you back with us?
I'm so stressed. I don't know if it was because I was in my sister's room and like the Wi-Fi wasn't catching or whatever, so I moved to the kitchen. Hopefully this is better. I had to turn the video off because it was like huffing and puffing, and like I wanted to go pour myself another glass of wine because I'm very stressed.
it's all downhill from here.
You're going to do great on your portfolio.
It's a creative portfolio, so like, all good artists.
Yeah.
Kelsey, how do you feel about this? I know you don't play Fortnite either, but how do you feel about like the way Sony is behaving in this sort of whole ordeal?
I would be happy to contribute, but I missed the whole conversation.
Okay.
Kelsey's the best.
So the
They're
the FBI are basically like stealing people's consoles and turning them against people, and PlayStation are the worst for it. So we were just wondering what you think about that.
He's lying to you, Kelsey. That's not what we were talking about.
Bobby, I'm
Okay, I was very concerned.
Kelsey,
mind
you're
you,
in
with
Canada,
like,
you're safe.
yeah, it wouldn't be surprising.
That's the thing. I wasn't surprised, so like I didn't know if it was true.
That's 2018 in a nutshell.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
2018. This won't even be the worst shit you hear in the next hour. That's
Yeah.
like what?
Oh.
That's what this year is. Justin, you weren't here. Matt's gonna pour some more cider. You weren't here last week, obviously, to talk about E3.
I want it to be though.
I know you wanted to be, and neither was Hugh. So we can get a quick little check-in with you guys. How'd you feel about this year's show, Justin?
You and I talked through all of it.
We did.
I thought it was good. It feels like we're in a weird place. Like some of the games that were shown, I'm not sure exactly if we were seeing it on this generation's hardware.
Yeah.
It felt like kind of like a Watch Dogs situation,
Mm-hmm.
like Ghost of Tsushima or Is that how you say that?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a tough one.
They said it was, though. They said it was
Yeah,
PS4 game.
They said it was a
Yeah.
PS4 game.
Yeah.
They also said Watch Dogs when it was a PS3 game when it first came on.
I don't think they
And they
ever
didn't
said
lie
that.
because
First
it
party,
did
they
cross-
stick a little closer on that though.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
granted,
the
the Last
well,
of Us exists, or the Last Guardian. Last Guardian exists, where it's like, well,
Yeah.
I mean, I think whether or not that stuff was on current hardware or not, who's to say? Most likely, yes. But it feels like we're getting to that weird period we were at the PS3 and Xbox 360's end of life. Like right around the time we started seeing Watch Dogs gameplay, was like this is going to be at worst this is going to be a cross-platform game
Mhm.
where a cross-generation game where we were seeing games like Destiny come out on PS3 and PS4. And I have a feeling that some of these games that we're seeing now, like early looks at, will be those types of things. Like I 100% believe that we'll see Death Stranding on both console, or like PS4 and whatever the next PS5 or whatnot.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, there were a ton of games I was super jazzed about. I thought Microsoft killed it with their conference, even though most of those were third-party games. I'm excited for whatever Halo Infinite is. I'm excited to try Anthem. I'm excited to play Battlefield. I'm excited. But E3, I am the hype machine.
You are.
So E3 is pretty much like Christmas for me because I can just tune out all bad stuff and be like, we've got all these great things coming up.
Mhm.
can I ask a question to both Justin and Hugh?
You may.
Please.
All right. Question 1 was
You said
Sony's
a question.
Okay. Was
I'll allow
Sony's
multiple.
conference was Sony's conference bad?
I didn't watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like 4 a.m. for Hugh or something.
Yeah.
I thought that
Fair.
I loved the
Yeah.
trailers.
it was strange. I thought
Yeah.
starting The Last of Us the way they did, we're like, why is everybody in this weird tent? Like, it felt very strange. And then you saw why, right? Because they cut to like a thing of The Last of Us. And then when they were shuffling out people, I thought like, okay, this is neat. They're going to put people in all sorts of different amphitheaters surrounding the game. But only The Last of Us got that privilege.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they're not press conferences. These are like media showcases. So it's
Sure.
like they tried something that didn't really come across like super well. Like seeing Sid Schumann and what's the other guy's
Ryan
name from
Clements.
Beyond? Ryan Clements sit there and talk with Sean Layden. Like, sure, that was interesting, but I wish they would have sprinkled in like some of those indie games there at least.
Once they showed that they did that little bit, I was like, oh, I really hope that they don't have a break after every single part because it was
I
so
kinda hope
weird and
they-
awkward. It was so like I like those two guys generally. Like they're good, but like
Sid Schumann is a very good company man.
they felt very like very strange. Like they didn't know what they were doing at that
Between the
point.
first one and the second one, they gave us a free video game. So I was like,
It's
ooh,
true.
we're going to get like 4 free video games tonight? Cool.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like we said it last week, but it was cool, right? But like they probably spent like $100,000 for that one cool
Yeah.
moment.
It
Oh,
probably
more
should have
than
been
that.
something. I think it was something that they shouldn't have done for E3. Maybe it would have been better at their PlayStation conference.
Yeah.
It probably would have tracked a little bit better. Maybe not shuffle members of the press around.
Members of the press were checking Twitter to see what was happening with the conference that they were currently
Yeah,
at,
they're
which
like-
is hysterical.
How far did they have to move? Did they make those people get on a bus? I mean, like
No, I think they were right next to each other, but everyone said it took like 20 minutes or something to get
I
everybody
can imagine.
They-
back
Yeah,
over there
yeah.
and seated.
They gave
and
us
it's not
free
like-
Call of Duty for it, you know.
It's true. They did give us free Call of Duty. It's funny because most of these press conferences or media events, they're like partly press and a lot of fans of the companies, right? You can tell the Microsoft conference was full of people who just love Xbox or whatever. But the Sony thing wasn't that. Sony, like, they disinvited all of the fans,
Yeah.
and it was just press and like some, and then like
And-
you know,
and not
like,
many of the
distributor
press,
people.
from what I understand.
Yeah.
it was
Like they-
strange.
It was like
Yeah.
what? I heard an official number. It was small. It was.
A couple hundred people.
A couple hundred people. Yeah.
yeah.
And where Xbox had a couple thousand.
Yeah, they were like,
Yeah,
it was
that
like
was a big room,
2,500 or
Xbox.
something. Yeah.
You know, Bobby and I always go back and forth on what these press conferences should be. I feel like getting up on stage, Sean Layden, like what PlayStation has been doing in past recent years, and just playing trailers, and then Sean Layden eventually coming out and saying something, and then playing more trailers is fine by me. Bobby likes a more traditional press conference, like Microsoft runs.
I don't want charts.
You don't want charts. You want what Xbox did this year.
Yeah.
And I think that was a really good press conference. So if that's what they all could be, that would be great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the funny thing about Xbox's one was like, it was probably the most like straight up, like out and out, traditional E3 conference of them all. It was just like, here's a game,
Yeah.
here's another
It-
game, here's a bunch
it
more
maybe.
games. How
That's
about a
about it,
video
right?
game? You like video games? Here's another one of those. Here's fucking
Yeah.
Todd Howard, and it's like, and then they finish up with like
Bethesda.
Cyberpunk. It's like Justin said, fine, okay, a lot of those games are third party, but like for me, as someone who's like a recent adopter of Xbox, like seeing them saying like, and this is coming to Game Pass, was really cool. Like we're even getting like third party games. Like they said that Warhammer 2 Vermintide, that's coming to Game Pass and things like that. And like, okay, it might not stay on Game Pass, but the fact that it'll be there on launch is cool.
If you download it, you keep it though.
And
Even if it leaves Game Pass.
oh,
No, but you
okay.
can't play it.
No?
No, if it leaves Game Pass, it's like Netflix. It's like you would have to like buy the rights.
How would they do that?
Because they can just
lock it.
It has to be connected to the internet.
To lock.
Hmm.
You have to be connected to the internet to use it. So it would just check for the license, and your license would be revoked.
I got
Or-
Game Pass for a year for $60, so I was happy about that.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean the fact that they got the opportunity to showcase those third party games was really cool. Like having the first like Cyberpunk trailer that we've had in God knows how many years, like that's a big deal.
Or
Yeah. So, it was great. Like I hats off to Xbox. I think they hit all the right beats, and the fact that they were just like, yeah, we've acquired all of these studios who are going to make games for us. And it's like cool. You're seeing where you as a gaming company are flagging behind Sony in terms of like your output, and you're addressing that. And I think they were like refreshingly sort of frank about saying, yeah, we know we've kind of like sold you short with exclusives for this console that you own of ours, so we're gonna fix that. So I thought Xbox did brilliantly.
Justin, how did you feel about the different Ike voices in the Super Smash Brothers section of the Nintendo Direct?
I was upset, obviously.
Yeah,
It got me to buy that game.
the gun sounds are different for Bayonetta 1 and Bayonetta 2.
Oh god, that was a rough segment.
Yeah.
2 of the 10,000 changes they've made to Super Smash Brothers.
Can I tell you I was excited about Mario Party though? God, my life has become miserable.
God, it's gonna become more miserable.
Okay, are you really excited about Mario Party?
I have a 5-year-old that is like worships the Church of Mario. So yeah, I'm excited about Mario.
That's cool. That thing where they like joint the two screens together and they interact, that was
Well, did you see later
Let me-
on when they
wait.
showed that you could do that with Carcassonne?
No.
Really?
Which, like, just opens the floodgates of various other video games.
that is cool.
Like, yes, the Switch is not only doing that with Mario Party. Apparently, it's going to be a thing. So,
I actually have 2
Throw out your
Switches in my
board.
household.
Oh, can you imagine that? Like,
dude.
if there was a big thing with like, say like with Carcassonne coming to Switch, like they could do like, maybe there could be some sort of like sudden upsurge in like digital versions of tabletop games coming to Switch, and you like link a load together to make the board and stuff like that. That would be cool. I mean, getting that many
Settlers-
people together to do it would be tricky, but it'd be fun. if
like,
you
I'm
can.
telling you right now, if they implement that with Settlers of Catan on Switch, Bobby, we have a new show.
It'd be weird to have you guys
I'll
have the
host.
show with
Play-
2 Switches
Yeah,
on a table,
on the table.
thousands of miles apart.
Yeah,
No, I'll
Thousands
drive up. I'll drive up.
he lives in Arkansas.
All right.
We'll meet in the
1,000
middle.
miles.
We'll meet,
I'm not good with
We'll be in the
geography.
middle of Lake Carcassonne.
We'll meet
Uh,
I mean, we could do it in October.
Settlers of Catan. Sorry. Yeah, in October we could do it. That's absolutely.
I'm coming regardless if I'm going to that convention.
I will say that linking the things is cool. Linking the switches is cool, but Mario Party is not cool. Mario Party is terrible. It is a terrible video game.
Right?
It is
It
always
looked
been terrible.
fun.
No,
It looked
there-
fun.
Yeah,
Any
you're
game
telling
where
Kelsey.
if you are literally in last place and then something random happens and they say, you know what though,
It's a game of skill.
it is not a game of skill.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But video games are made to have fun.
No,
But it's
they're
not fun.
Like,
It's not a fun
no,
game.
They're not.
It's fun. People who love competition.
Oh, that
No,
stinks.
it's
Kelsey
not.
froze again. Oh,
It's
shut
not
up.
fun for people who love competition because it's not a competition. It's a bullshit game. I
It's
love
ridiculous.
competition.
It's worse than the blue shell in Mario Kart. It is the most bogus, like everyone's a winner game. I don't like it.
It's like all blue shells. It's like a game made of all blue
You're
shells.
right.
Okay,
He's
first
right.
of all,
Oh,
God.
if you guys were actually good at Mario Kart, the blue shell hitting you wouldn't affect you because you'd be so far in advance
but that's
that it hitting you.
here's the
would be
difference. You can be good at Mario Kart. No one can be
Yes.
good at Mario Party.
I'm not gonna argue that. I don't mind the blue shell on Mario Kart. I don't mind it. I love Mario Kart. It's a game of skill and competition.
Kelsey, I'm
Mario
sorry.
Party is terrible.
Yelled at you.
I'm gonna actually say something I've never said in my entire life and will never ever repeat. Both Kelsey and Matt are right in their own arguments. Mario Kart
Aw.
is a game like you can be skillful in Mario Kart, and also you don't require any skill in Mario Party because
Yes, true.
as good as you are, you can just come in last just by
You hear
random
that,
chance.
Kelsey?
Yes.
We're
You're
both
you're
right.
both correct.
But then surely
Playing
like
mediator.
Mario Party being that way is kind of like the essence of what it's trying to emulate in its being a board game anyway. Because like
Now, guys, let's be
it's,
fair.
That's just like saying like it's kind of like I guess kind of like emulating that kind of snakes and ladders type thing. It's just kind of like the luck of the draw.
It's
But
weird.
it's
I play
just-
Snakes and Ladder with Jor all the time, and he always wins.
Oh, well, there you go then.
Guys, let's be fair. This isn't even Mario Party.
It's Super Mario Party.
Super Mario Party. So,
It's true.
let's not cast judgment until we all buy a copy
I'm not buying a copy of Super Mario Party.
and
Sorry.
hate ourselves. Okay, no, I'm not gonna.
Kelsey, I'm
What-
sorry to discount your Mario Party opinion. Do you have a favorite Mario Party?
She's not
5.
talking to you anymore.
You can
She's
use the
not listening.
microphone in 5.
She literally shakes her no at us.
Okay, out of
Everything stays the
curiosity,
same.
is there anything besides Smash Brothers from that Nintendo conference that anyone is interested in that would actually buy?
Fire Emblem.
I will buy Fire Emblem.
Buy Fire Emblem. I will buy. I want to know what that
Hey, Andy.
Demon Ex Machina game is.
Ooh, that game was hard rock.
Yeah, it was Hard Rock. Let's see what else was there.
There wasn't a lot.
Will you
I mean,
buy
the indie games look
Octopath?
good, but yeah, Octopath Traveler for sure.
Okay.
Aces. I'm
Oh yeah, Aces.
probably
Aces looks
gonna
cool.
buy Aces.
Yeah.
I was hoping that single player campaign would have been a little bit better than what it's sounding, because Jor wants to play that game, and it's mostly multiplayer funness from what I've read. From
Yeah, but you got to
reviews.
remember that it's like people our age playing the single player campaign of Mario Aces, and being like, "I wish it was a deep RPG." Like it's not your
That's
like
true.
5-year-old son
Yeah,
who's gonna probably love it. You know?
that's true. It's more money I gotta spend. Captain Toad. Oh, Captain Toad's demo
Oh
is out today.
yeah, Captain
That's,
Toad.
that comes
Oh,
out on the
cool.
13th.
I didn't know about that. I'll have to check that out.
Captain Toad
Is
is
it
awesome.
demo?
I still
Did
have to
anyone
buy
There's
download
like a
Switch.
demo
Strike
for
Fighter?
the Switch version coming out.
Yeah.
Did anyone
Um,
download the Octopath demo? The 3 hour?
Not the new one. No.
Not the new one.
Not the new
I
one,
did
no.
the first one, and I remember that's right. I hate JRPGs.
It,
Bye, Kelsey.
Kelsey left us.
Yeah, she's
Look.
having issues. I think she texted us.
if
Oh,
you're not a
okay.
Philistine Cretin, this is a good game. You should try it.
I'll try it.
Ride-
I have no
ride
problem
your
trying
horizon.
it.
I like picking the dancer class because my name is what's her name? It's a flower. I can't remember, but you get to play 3 hours of it. It saves your data when you buy the game. Boom, you're already deep in it.
Oh yeah, that is cool. The carryover thing is very neat.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think that game looks really cool. I I will say I have a moment with that game that I realized that I'm a responsible adult, or more responsible than I was, say, 2 years ago, because I have had
believe
many opportunities. No, listen.
You've got my attention. Please keep going.
I have had many opportunities to buy that pop-up book, but I have not, because there's no purpose in buying that $100 special edition, and I've just bought the regular one.
Oh, well done.
So,
That's progress. Well,
Yeah.
nice job. Well
We
done.
commend your restraint.
thank you very much. But it is available.
Did you ever buy that Pro controller I sent you for was it Xenogears?
No, I
Well
actually
done.
I found one at a flea market.
What?
For $25.
Oh, nice.
What?
Yeah.
That's what's
Hold
that's
on, I'll
Splatoon
go-
1. I want
I'll
that
go
Splatoon
get-
It's
1.
probably haunted or something.
Well, it actually, it came with a box and it didn't work, but since it came with a box, I just took it back to Walmart and they switched out for a new one.
Oh, shit. Matt's scamming around.
It's okay. They can take it.
Can someone in chat call the police, please, and send them to.
I have those
Mr.
top 10 lists if you want them.
Oh yeah, the top 10 lists. Let's talk about the top 10 lists.
You
Let's
and
talk
me.
about your top 10 list.
You and me, I have both of them.
Well, I didn't sign up for mine being read.
Well, luckily for us, I have it right in front
You're
of
not
me.
here every week.
It's true. What if I was though?
Just so everyone knows, Kelsey's
Don't tease
having
us.
major Wi-Fi problems. So when you don't hear her ringing in, that is why.
Oh my god.
And
Guys,
she's muted herself.
Yeah. Oh God, Kelsey!
Oh, she's
guys,
joking.
Back away from the mic. Back away
I'm
from
sorry.
The mic.
I'm sorry, everyone.
guys, be cool. Kelsey has major Wi-Fi problems.
If you could just
I-
understand her plight right now.
Oh goodness.
If you're listening right now and you can give, anything would help.
Can we get some hashtag safe
Okay.
chat, Kelsey, in the chat?
Hashtag no more Wi-Fi problems.
Yeah.
I love Andy. Andy's in the chat and he's like, "What did I miss? You missed a very interesting Kelsey Danica discussion." Andy's only response is, "Oh." Love Andy.
Hey.
So let's hear. We're gonna hear Justin's in no order, right? Particular order.
No particular, even though this is the order.
Is it really?
Nah, it might be. I don't know. I have a Rogue Legacy on here, and I didn't know if I was going to take that out for Cuphead. I'll leave it on there since that's what's
Okay.
there.
This is Justin's top 10 games of all
Cuphead?
time.
Of all times.
Of all time. Just listen, Matt. Just
Matthew,
listen to his top 10.
Matthew, just because you're
you
bad at
quit.
video games, put your earphones back on. There you go. Cuphead's really good. Rogue Legacy, Bubble Bobble, Arkham Knight, Toe Jam and Earl, God of War, Super Mario Odyssey, Mass Effect 2, Skyrim, Overwatch, and The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
By the way, that's God of War 2018.
2018.
Okay, let's
I,
just because
I approve of
It was one of my favorite games of all time.
Rogue Legacy.
Tell me on why. No, Rogue Legacy is a fun video game. Why Arkham Knight instead of the far superior Arkham City?
It was a toss-up between the two of them. I really like how they went for the ending. I like a lot of things about City. I think the story is better in City, but I like how we got like the last Batman story, and I don't know, that shot of him like playing the game and all the cops knowing you're Bruce Wayne is really cool at the end of that. Like at the end of it, and I like Riddler trophies. I'm damaged.
You're a
I
broken
know
man.
that.
You're a broken man.
I know that. I got
There's so many Riddler.
400 of them.
I know, but if you're really good, you just get them in like a second or two.
Yeah.
It's not like, and you can mark them on the map and go back to them.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, but okay,
Yeah.
Bobby. We all have our things.
The
But can I
Batmobile
ask-
is fun. The Batmobile is fun.
The Batmobile.
It is
Oh,
fun.
it's okay. It's whatever.
It's good.
Oh, okay.
It's whatever. The
But
Batmobile's
they did really
whatever.
cool stuff, like
Whatever.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Mark Hamill being in your head. That's cool.
That is cool.
And then you got the gun at the end when you're playing as the Joker. That's really cool.
I like
That
when
bit was cool.
you put them all in that big like dog pen inside of the Gotham City Police Department, and all the bad guys are just in that dog pen. And they're like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I don't want to hang out with Two-Face here."
Yeah.
It's a good video game.
So, I'll up Matt's one. Why not even the more far superior Arkham Asylum?
Because
Arkham Asylum's the hipster's choice.
yeah,
It's not the
Arkham
hipster
City-
choice.
It's a very
Arkham
Arkham
City's
Yeah,
Asylum's
Bob-
a cool game.
Bobby's
Arkham
a
City's
massive
way better than
hipster.
Arkham.
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry.
you know me. I'm a big
You
hipster.
can't. Bobby's a
Cool
Coldplay
guy.
fan. You can't
Is your
call
game
him a
is your
hipster.
game a 2D platformer with an emotional story and a cool art style? This is your guy.
I do like 2D platformers with emotional stuff. Kelsey's with me.
Yeah, I turned my mic on to agree.
Thank you, Kelsey.
Everyone has their own taste.
I don't think any of those are there any of those on my top 10 list?
Oh, hang on. Let me go over your top 10 list now. Wait, let me see. No, you do have a Metroidvania in here, though.
Yes.
Mm,
I have like the Metroid.
What is the
Are we done? Are we going-
Metroid?
The Metroid is Super Metroid.
it's Super Metroid. Are we done going over my list? Super Mario Odyssey is
Time video.
maybe the greatest Mario game ever.
Well, that's not true.
It's so true.
Zero Mission is better than Super Metroid.
Okay, man. That's the hipster choice.
This is why you're the fucking old man of talking games.
Zero Mission is so fucking cool.
Zero Mission is very cool.
Yeah,
Zero Mission is
yeah,
very
Super Metroid is fucking awesome though. I
Yeah.
can't really fight on that.
All right, read mine. and
Okay,
then
this
we-
was Bobby's list. So this is what prompted the Halo discussion. He starts with Halo 3.
Yeah.
And then Super Smash Bros. Melee, fantastic game. The Witness, yes, we knew that. Portal 2, Super Mario Galaxy, Infuriated Odyssey. Super Metroid, Rock Band 2, Tetris, Metal Gear Solid, and Mass Effect. Matt's jazzed. What's up?
Because Rock Band 2.
2.
Oh God, why didn't I know that?
You know, okay, so real quick, this
Shut up,
is
Andy.
this is an Uber story. The way that I decide on what DLC I'm gonna buy every week for Rock Band is I have all the songs on my wish list on a Spotify playlist, and I just play random. And the first 3 songs that come up, I buy them. I have that playlist playing in my Uber because it's universally just great songs, and I received the Uber drivers get like achievements. I tied it back to video games. Uber drivers get achievements. Like apparently, like if you vote on some or if you like review an Uber driver, you can say, this guy was really good with like directions and
His
stuff
tongue.
like that. I was given the achievement for awesome music.
Thanks, Matt.
All right, so
That's
talk-
right.
talk-
Did
talk
you really
about-
just do finger guns?
He did.
He also
You're the
unlocked
realist.
twat
Matt, you
achievement.
are the realist.
Yeah. Okay.
I've wanted to do top 10 list on this podcast since like episode 10. And you're always like, no, it's not time. It's not time.
I never. No.
Well,
Nope.
And then you
This
just
is
did
a
it
true-
without
this is a
asking the
true
rest
story.
of us. So
It's a true story.
This was a
How
private
big is
conversation
this
with
shirt?
Justin and I, by
That's
the
too
way.
much arguing. That's way too much arguing.
Your own personal top
Personal
10
top
list is
10.
not,
Yes.
there's nothing to argue about.
No, it would be
Yes.
like we would have to discuss.
What are you talking about? If I don't even want to listen to you because I know that you are the number one who would critique me, and then everybody else would critique me.
Top 10
I
favorite
don't
video game
understand
sidekicks.
where I became the great.
One.
the great
Sorry.
critiquer?
Yes, like, that's not really my role, but all right.
Well, I would say if we were trying to come up with a top 10 for this
Yes, for the
podcast,
site,
that would be
that would be a
terrible-
battle.
That would be a
shit
terrible
show.
show.
Every week we should have a different top 10 topic.
Let's have top 10
Matt, that's
Matt
like
facial hair
That's
things.
like the greatest thing could ever say to
Long
me because I love
beard,
lists. But
mustache.
Top 5
How do you-
favorite video games.
you're already doing great, Matt.
we did it. What was it, like 2 years ago? We did like the 20 best PS4 games, and it
Yes.
was like a knockdown, drag out
It
fight between me
was.
and Bobby.
It was.
Jackie left the show and never came back.
It's true. That
How
was when
many-
Jackie stopped being on the
Nobody's
show.
heard from Jackie since.
Do HD remakes
wasn't-
count on that list?
They can.
Well, like, what do you mean?
Like, okay, so like if I was going to do the top 20 PS4 games, could I count, say, the Nathan Drake collection?
Yes. It's anything that was available. That's what we said. It's anything you could
That's-
play on your PS4,
I
right?
have the
Oh, well, that's just. Ooh, I don't know. That seems
Because we talked about Limbo and stuff like that for that list. So we
Sly
must
Cooper
have.
collection.
I don't know if we did collections.
I don't think we had the Sly Cooper collection on there.
It's-
Can you even play that on PS4? Is there a PS4
Yeah.
version of that?
I don't know.
I
I'm
think
just
you
talking
I
can.
don't know if
about
that's on there.
Oh,
Kelsey,
okay.
what were you gonna say?
She just looks angry at us.
She's been drinking.
Kelsey, are you man?
She's
No,
frozen.
I've been drinking. I've been drinking for everybody.
I think I actually deleted the list.
No, you guys are all freezing.
All right. Do we have a caller?
I don't think so. No one's gotten
Oh.
in touch with me. And I had a secret maybe caller who has not gotten back to
Was
me.
it Jackie?
Yes.
Oh,
Sounds like Jackie.
I text Bobby earlier. I was like, if this secret call is Jackie, I quit.
We were trying to arrange it.
Jackie. I think Jackie's last show was that PS4 list.
I think it might have been.
I can
got
kind
mad at
of
her.
like impersonate her.
We were.
At
Hello,
least you.
oh Jackie Turner.
She's not even Jackie Turner anymore. She's Jackie Ormond now.
Oh yeah. Well, drunk.
But Jackie, we were doing this PS4 list, and we do the same way we do the top 10 list for the end of the year thing. So we had a giant list of games. Right? It was like 100+ games or whatever, and we're
It was
gonna
ridiculous.
let's just start cutting games. And just like when we do the end of the year list, it's like cut the easy shit first, so we can get the process moving. And like we start going, and Jackie's like, The Witness, and I was like,
She pulled a Kelsey. Or Kelsey pulled a Jackie. It's like, oh, we have this really easy list of games to cut. What's Justin's favorite? Murder it. So convince me never to come back on this
I
podcast.
have
think
no
it
problem
was-
with that policy.
I think our biggest fight was the Grand Theft Auto fight.
That was a big
That
fight.
was definitely the biggest fight. You can go back and listen to that PS4.
I did remember
It was like
that
3
one.
or 4 shows that we did.
That's when we were trying to figure out how to do shows when we weren't doing talking games every week.
It's true. We may be thinking about it again.
This show's had many format changes.
Yes. So I mean, I guess we can talk about a little. I want to talk a little about a little bit. Let's navel gaze a little bit. Let's talk about the show, what we're doing, where we're going, what it's meant, all that kind of stuff. First of all, I just want to say that we've been talking a lot, sort of, off mic in the past couple months about like where we want the show to go, how we want it to move, what is best for this group of people. I don't know who this person is, but they said that was a brutal episode, to be fair. Episode where we were arguing about the PS4 games.
Which side of the argument did you land on? Please let me know.
Okay, let them know in the chat. So we've been trying to figure it out, and we've gone forth a lot of stuff. I think the main show, we've been kind of slowly changing it over the last couple of months as it is. If you notice, we've gotten rid of sort of like the segregated segments in a lot of ways. We've been just more sort of like freewheeling it, trying to be more personality based, because I think that fits more the group of people that we have on the show. And by group of people, I mean, Matt and Kelsey.
the two drinkers.
Yeah. Less about like, hey, we're still going to talk about games that we've been playing. Obviously, we've been playing stuff. We're still gonna talk about news if it comes up, if they're interested in it. But we're gonna be less structured about it and more, hey, if you played stuff, great, let's bring it to the table, let's have a conversation about it. But not a like, what have you been playing segment and a news segment and all that kind of stuff. Much more of like a, hey, if you're interested in this stuff, we're gonna talk about it, and like big stuff coming up, we'll talk about it. But there'll be a lot more Uber stories and stuff like that going forward, I'm sure. The other thing we're going to try, and I don't know if it's going to kick off next week or maybe we'll wait an episode to start to kick this off.
No, wait.
What?
So that I
What?
can get more comfortable.
Kelsey's.
Oh, more comfortable what? Talking into a microphone?
No. Say it and I'll explain.
Okay. So the idea that we had was to
We're all gonna strip on camera.
yes.
That's
Every
for
week,
Patreon supporters only.
only Patreon supporters will see the new
$50 an hour.
So first of all, from now on, every episode that we record is going to be broadcast live on twitch.tv/talkinggames. So that'll be there. But what we're going to do is we're only going to do a regular podcast every other week. That's the plan. And the other week, we're going to do a stream all together. So we're going to play something. Going to be multiplayer, obviously, because there's 4 of us. And we're gonna
Super Mario Party.
we're going to attempt to keep it to PS4 and keep it to stuff that we either all have or is free. Obviously, there might be exceptions as we go along if we all decide.
Fortnite.
But we're definitely gonna make Matt play Fortnite. That's definitely gonna be something we do.
Excited about
That's
this.
I got
I'm
a
so
pro.
excited.
Okay, but seriously, I got a pro controller now. So
Well, Matt, the problem with Nintendo is that we don't have an easy way to chat inside the system.
And he can't play with you guys. Oh, you all have Switches, so you could have just done it that way.
no,
But you
I've
can't stream
actually
easy
heard-
from the. You can't stream from the Switch.
I mean, I can
It had to
easily.
be.
I can easily.
Isn't it
Oh.
true that
Me and
you
Bobby
can
both can.
like just plug in your?
Oh yeah, I think with Fortnite you can actually plug in
yeah,
your
you
headsets.
just literally
True.
plug it into the Switch and just.
Yeah, that's
Like,
that's true.
Nintendo was like, okay, for Fortnite, we'll just totally push aside all of our bullshit. And yeah, okay, it totally works.
So yeah, we're gonna do that stuff. So the plan is like on that stream, like we are going to. It's gonna be very similar, probably to a podcast. We're gonna chat, but obviously sometimes we're gonna be talking about what's going on in the game. Sometimes we're gonna try to also bullshit about what we've been playing or what just random stories. I don't think we'll release that as its own audio because it's going to be weird if we do. But if people want it, I can always throw it on the feed, and if people like it, they like it. Like I don't want to eliminate people ways people can listen or watch the show. But we want to try to do more gameplay stuff, and it's very tough with everybody's schedule to do another thing other than doing the podcast. So we have this every week appointment anyway. So we're gonna just switch it up. We're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna test it out and see how that all goes. Now, Kelsey, what do you need to get more comfortable with in that situation?
Ask for
You're
anything.
muted.
Unmute your mic.
She's new at this podcasting thing.
I would like to.
Okay, in my defense, I do press the button on the mic. It just doesn't unmute. In my defense. Second of all, I was gonna make a joke and say I need to be more comfortable playing video games. But it's playing video games with people. Like, for example, my Fortnite strategy when I did play it was hiding in a house until I was number 30,
Okay.
and then running out and seeing how long I could survive.
Wait, you
This
play
is a good
I
strategy.
played
So,
Fortnite
when do you
in the
play Fortnite?
beginning.
Kelsey? Come on,
In the beginning.
come on, Kelsey.
There was Kelsey playing Fortnite.
In the beginning, there was Kelsey playing Fortnite.
And God said it was good.
Kelsey,
Um,
you played Overwatch with me on multiple occasions and did
Yeah,
just fine.
and okay, in my here's what it is.
You don't
Is
need a
that
defense.
okay, listen. I get stressed when people rely on me because I suck.
That's not why we play video games, Cassie. You don't have to worry about that.
I didn't say that my anxiety was logical. I
Well,
just said that
anxiety
it's
isn't, to be fair. So yeah, that's understandable.
Also, I just want you. I want to put you at ease. No one here is going to be relying on you when we're playing the game.
Oh, good. Fantastic. Thank you.
Oh.
There's a reason why they call me Squad Killer.
Yeah, so we've got Fortnite's an easy one, obviously. There's other free games on the PSN that we can try out that we can play. I mean, everybody, they haven't downloaded Call of Duty yet, for instance, can download that. We can play that on
Is that
PS4.
still available?
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
end of the month.
It's the end of the month, I think.
Okay,
Get on that.
Most people have Rocket League. Most people, we can figure out what people have and what people don't, and we can do it. We'll also take obviously suggestions from the community. At Talking_Games on Twitter for what you would like to see us play. And yeah, that's our plan. I mean, it's going to be focused probably on PS4, so that way, most of the time, I think Hugh and I will be handling the streaming aspect of it because we'll run through OBS and we can put some a little more bells and whistles on it. But if we're doing PS4 most of the time, if Hugh and I have to miss, it's very easy to stream from your PS4. Kelsey and Matt have both
I
done
know
it.
how to do it.
Yeah, so
I think just watching
I
Kelsey
have a-
play
I
Bloodborne
have
would
a-
be entertaining.
I have
Sure.
a camera. I have a
You have
I
the
a
camera.
I have a PlayStation camera, so you can watch me play.
it's true. I don't know if that's a selling point or not.
Well done.
It is for me.
Ah, you sweetie.
Alejandro says,
Um,
when is Kelsey continuing the Bloodborne stream?
That's what I've been saying.
we all want it.
Hmm.
Oh, I love you, Kelsey.
I wanted to, but I got really busy with my class this semester. It was really demanding. I wanted to do it on Fridays because I had the day off from work. But then I had a lot of schoolwork to do on Fridays, and I ended up playing God of War. That's the real reason. So I'm sorry. I wanted to do it, but I just got super busy with my class.
I think we can talk to Danica about how much you've been playing God of War, Kelsey.
Talk to her. We played every Friday in May. Thank you very much.
They're halfway through the game.
It's the 22nd of June.
Only for
And-
you, Hugh.
And
We
also,
played
God of
it-
War came out on 420.
Okay, thank you. So it's been a month. Like I played in
Twice.
June too, but I got very busy. I was in a creative writing class. We had to write fucking 6 days a week. Okay,
boy.
it was very, very hard.
Kelsey,
I'm
be
not
honest.
explaining myself to anybody. Okay, fuck everyone. I will play when I
Got
play.
very
Thank
defensive
you.
very quickly. Just from this listener asking nicely because they want to see you stream play.
Well, you guys annoyed me, and
That's a nice guest of the podcast.
To be fair,
I'm
we
gonna
are annoying.
listen. I want to play because I surprisingly, this is a turn, actually enjoyed this video game.
Oh,
So
it's good.
It's a good video game.
Yeah.
It's according to our list, it was the 10th best PlayStation game.
Is that the
According
list?
to your
This is the list. It's a bad list.
To your list.
This is a bad PlayStation list. We
If you've
should
got
redo
small
this one.
hands or is a massive.
can I
dog.
say something?
It's been 2
Please.
years.
I remember listening to that podcast and saying that GTA did deserve to be on it.
Wow.
I'm
GTA
sorry.
5 deserves to be on the top 10 PlayStation 4
It was
games?
Yeah.
top 20.
Top 20, but
Top
yeah,
20.
I don't know. About
Yeah,
that.
you comfortably.
Thank you, Matt.
Jesus.
Thank you, Matt.
Jesus, Matt.
It's a
No,
PS3 game.
three out of the
guys.
5 of us agree that it should be there. So
I'm not going to rehash the argument for why I didn't want it on there. It was not because I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into the ugliness again. I have like
Rayman
PTSD
Legends somehow ended up at number.
because Jackie was with us when we made the 20 through 15.
The Witcher was number 13. Which well, now that I played that game, it should have been higher.
Jackie was gone by then, so we were like,
I know,
oh,
so we were like, let's put it on.
We don't have to worry about.
I got Arkham Knight in the top 10. I was happy.
How high
just wanna
does
think
the
about
Sonic Genesis collection rank?
Somewhere around 60.
Good, because that game fucking sucks.
60's probably high.
Yeah, I know,
At
that's
this
what I
point,
was gonna
5
say.
years into the
Yeah.
PS4.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
PS4
if we
games.
were to redo this list, it would have been much different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't make an argument for that.
Okay. All right. Well, that's where the show's going. if this is the kind of thing you folks want to see more of, then
drunken
You're
Uber
coming to the right
drivers.
place.
Yeah.
It is. People like to laugh. Okay,
People
true.
like to laugh.
it's true they do like to laugh.
Some people leave,
laughter
like,
is the
bad
world's
reviews
best medicine.
when we made them laugh. It was bad.
But it depends what
Justin-
ails you really.
I check reviews like once a week.
Just think it's for us for this show.
Yeah, of course I do.
Did we fucking get any?
I helped create this thing. I want to see it do well.
Well,
Have I been mentioned yet?
Is happy hour still going to be a thing?
Yeah.
Yes, I would assume
yes,
so.
yes, definitely. It's just been a rough time right now with everything going on.
And so your three dads will eventually return.
Yeah, I am in the process of moving.
I did that. I also moved.
You did also move.
Yeah.
I'm not going
I'm in
anywhere.
the process of moving.
I'm moving.
Yeah,
I'm moving.
Kelsey, are you moving? Hugh, are you moving?
No.
Oh, well,
Can't join the moving club.
Consider yourselves lucky.
But once I have moved to the new place I'm moving into, I will have like a door I can shut to play video games, which is not something I have right now. So it'll be making it much easier to do those streams and stuff like that.
yeah. I just have to whisper now.
Because right
Weird.
now I have to say to my wife, "Can you just be quiet for an hour and keep our child
Oh my
quiet for an
god,
hour
that's me.
while
in
I
my
play this video game?"
I love hearing Desmond every time we play.
We do. You do hear him. We're sleep training him right now. Aside, more personality-based podcast. We're sleep training him right now. We were playing Destiny last night, and he started like bawling in the middle of us playing Destiny. I had to we just leave him in the crib now because it has to put himself back to sleep, and he did. Yeah.
They're resilient.
Andy just got done mowing.
My lawnmower is coming this week.
All right, Andy.
Oh, I thought that said moving.
Mowing.
Andy's not moving. Andy's not moving.
That's a super dad thing. Just on brand for the three dads.
Yes, definitely on brand.
Baby crying. You got a lawnmower coming, and he just finished mowing the lawn. So we're going there.
I bought a fence yesterday. It was awful. God.
You've been in like homeowner like
Hell.
Like the world was just like, what's all the problems that people who buy homes normally have in like the first couple of years they have it? Let's give it to Justin the first month he has it.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Is Justin's life the money pit right now?
Kind of, yeah. And then somebody cased my house for a robbery. Like after two and a half weeks of being there.
That's right.
Oh.
Forgot about that
That's
one.
quite flattering,
Cool.
actually.
God.
Extremely.
Yes.
Means
Makes you
got
feel
nice
very
stuff.
safe.
Yes, extremely.
So Justin, before we let you go, because we're going to be talking about video games in the weeks to come, what are you looking forward to this year the most?
It's a conversation I have with you.
Mario Party.
Yeah.
Yes, Mario Party.
Mario
for sure.
Party.
Mario,
I'm gonna create a
super.
whole drawer. I'm gonna create a whole drawer category. I'm most excited for Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker because
Okay.
he's very excited about that.
All right.
He's also way into that Kirby game. I haven't even watched him.
Star Allies?
Yeah, he's like 20 something hours into that. I have not even looked at it. He's like, I'm on the last boss. It's like, what? How'd you do this? I also bought him. He has like those Mario plushies.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought him a Meta Knight one and a King Dedede.
Okay.
It was like $40.
Oh, wow. Meta Knight's a very
so.
cool looking character.
He is extremely cool. He calls him M. I don't know why.
I think
Um,
King DDD is pretty sweet. He's got that big hammer.
He doesn't have the hammer. That's the weird thing.
Ah,
I had to get him from Japan.
oh,
Yeah.
Konnichiwa.
The like the legit Nintendo ones were like $800 with the hammer. And I was like, he doesn't need the hammer. And there's this other company that also makes them that he has a lot of them from, and they're really high quality, but no hammer.
Have you downloaded for him Donkey Kong Arcade?
No, but he has Tropical Freeze, and he's like, this is really hard.
Same
It's a
thing,
very hard game.
Yeah.
minus the funky.
So upcoming games that I'm excited for.
One more thing.
Go ahead, go.
My thing. Meta Knight is the Star Wolf of the Kirby series. Is that a correct?
No.
You don't think so?
Star
Aren't
Wolf
they
has
similar?
Star Wolf has never been an ally of Meta
He's never been
Knight.
an ally?
If you take off the mask on Meta Knight, he looks like a Kirby.
Please, no, we don't talk about those type of
Really?
things. It's like taking off Shredder's
No,
mask.
it's
Nobody
weird.
wants to see that.
Look into it. That's canon.
But he's a purple Kirby, right? He's not like
Yeah,
a
he's like a purple Kirby, but that's
Yeah.
There's multiple colored Yoshis.
That's true. That is also true. Related. What game are you most excited for this year?
Oh man, Spider-Man.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, I'm really excited about Spider-Man,
Cool.
and then probably like after that, either Battlefield. I don't know. There's a lot of really good games. Assassin's
Oh,
Creed.
man, me and you were
Red
playing
Dead.
Battlefield together, Justin.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in for that as well. I'm
Hell
excited
yeah.
for the battle.
You can build walls in and stuff. It's like Fortnite. Matt, you should get it. You like Fortnite.
Matt loves
Oh my
Fortnite.
god.
Do you know what's funny?
I love it.
Is I was on this podcast with Matt and Kelsey for I don't know 100-something episodes, and like we were in chat, and like no, we didn't even have a group. We didn't even have a group chat back then. We were using
No.
Discord.
Yeah.
We created the group chat after I left, and I'm closer now to Matt and Kelsey. I was always close to Hugh. Since I left the show, I started texting the both of them like regularly.
Mhm.
It took me leaving to become better friends with my podcast mates.
Yeah, because we were like a bit sad.
Yeah, speak for both of us, Kelsey.
You can send me back those comics, Matt, anytime you want.
I'm sorry.
I have more I could give you. I really have to pare down that collection. It's time.
Oh, don't. No, don't.
I gotta get rid of like
I
half.
have,
I
like-
have to get rid of like half of them.
You're
I have
gonna
like 10 graphic novels left.
Oh Jesus!
Oh
and like
my god.
seven of them are
I
Grant
sent-
Morrison books.
I sent Matt 3 books.
I live in
I
a-
sent Kelsey. Kelsey, how many did I send you? Not many, because you wouldn't let me send you many. Because you have this weird thing about accepting gifts. Canadian girls are weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. Probably because I'm polite.
It's like weird.
No, you're not.
Yeah,
Yes, I am.
saying no.
I was like,
Yes, I
Kelsey, I
am.
really want. Kelsey, I'm gonna have to sell these, or I'm gonna give them to you. She's like, well, I don't want them. You shouldn't be giving me gifts. I'm like, Kelsey, I have to get rid of these. I would much rather give them to a friend. And it took weeks for her to give me her address.
I have to tell a story. The other day, my mom gets home and she has like an Amazon thing in her hand, okay? And she's like, who the fuck is Kelsey Frankel Levati? Context. Matt calls me Frank because I'm honest.
No, that's
And-
not why I call you Frank. I call you.
I was summarizing it, so I didn't have to explain the whole fucking story, but fine. And so my mom's like, who the fuck is this for? Who's it from? It's from Arkansas? What the fuck? My mom's like, what is this? She throws the Amazon thing. It's a gift that I did not accept. Well, I accepted it because it was at my door, but I didn't expect it.
Okay.
And
That's gifts for the most part.
What was it? Anthrax?
And
What
I
did you
just
send
wanted,
her?
what?
What did you get from Matt?
The Last of Us comic.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that was a good comic.
It was a
Is
good
it?
comic.
I didn't read it yet.
Yes,
So.
It's
Oh,
really
very
good. It's
Okay.
actually really good.
That's very
Cool.
impolite not to read the gift that Matt sent you.
Okay, listen. I don't know how many
I've
times I've
been really busy. This semester's been hard. I have portfolios.
Creative writing is hard.
Creative
I'm sorry.
writing is hard.
Okay. All right.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up before we turn into the Matt and Kelsey arguing show.
People love that.
Yeah, actually, people love that. I'm taking a
I know.
pill.
We've
Sorry.
lost podcasts because of that.
Yeah. That's good shade, yeah. I
Okay.
appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Hang on. There you go.
Hugh
I wanna
pushed
say
his mic
something.
down.
I dropped my.
Okay.
Well, I'm not breaking this. It's cost me a lot.
Jesus. Since I'm a listener now,
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
just want to say good job, guys.
Thank you, Justin.
Aw.
Me
Thank
and
you.
Matt? Oh,
All
everybody.
of you. All of you.
Oh.
I'm barely ever
That's
on,
alright.
so.
Congratulations on you and Matt continue. Two podcast members have to argue at all times that Jackie and I started. And then Bobby and I continued, and now it's the two of you. So congratulations on that.
As long as Kelsey's wrong, then
I mean, there's always
Oh
going
my
to be.
god.
Excuse me, I'm still going.
I'm never
friend, my
wrong.
turn
I
to
just
make
had to
all
say
of
that. I'm never wrong. I need the last word. Thanks. Bye.
Unless it's about Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
He was really good at the shade thing.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
I
really
was
good at it.
right about that, though.
I'm gonna mute Kelsey in the Discord so that she doesn't start yelling.
Whoa, can you do that?
I'm pulling your leg, Kelsey.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I look forward to continuing to be a guest on the show and maybe come play video games with you. And I'll be here to check in every now and again.
This is what I deal with every week. You can't talk about anything serious or any at all because these two
It's like almost like
just keep going. Doesn't matter.
I can't
We
wait to
keep-
get on a podcast one day and be like, yeah, I need to go save that sinking ship. It'll be like full circle. It'll come back and I'll come back and all order will be restored.
Mm.
Now they can keep doing whatever they want. Continue arguing. Everybody likes it.
Okay, no. Here's the thing.
Kelsey,
we
also,
don't.
you're never right.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
You don't what, Kelsey?
I'm always right. I don't
Okay.
talk out of
Yeah.
my ass. I talk with facts.
Mm-hmm.
And when people are wrong about Pokemon games, and I'm a little drunk, and my pop filter is not in my hands because, as everybody knows, it's broken right now, and I have to hold it.
How many more excuses do you need to tack on to this?
I'm poor.
Oh,
Then accept gifts when people send them to you.
In my experience, when anyone has to like enunciate the last syllable of a word, like when you say "I'm always right,"
like Triple H.
I am.
Yeah, like
all-
This is gonna be bad. This is bad.
I listen. This is how Italians talk. I don't know what you want me to
that's right.
tell you.
that's right. That's right.
Okay, Kelsey.
I'm
Also-
very frustrated.
Also, with regards to the Pokemon thing, nobody knows what you're on about.
Yeah.
Because
yeah, I know.
That episode
Nobody even
never
knows.
In
I
any
know. I
capacity,
know. What?
does that exist in any capacity, or have we lost those files forever?
I still
think
have
about-
it.
it's
think the files
currently
are on
a
my hard
private
drive.
Yeah.
video on YouTube.
Oh yeah, there's a private video on YouTube. Yes, it is.
If you support us $50 a month on Patreon,
A month.
we will give you that podcast.
Basically, the fight was that Matt was wrong
No,
about
you
Pokemon.
cannot.
Yes,
Bobby,
yes,
take control of your podcast.
you were wrong.
And I
The
was
chat is
saying-
telling us
you.
this is the chat's
Thank
telling us
you.
this is the best group that we've ever assembled.
People are crazy.
Um,
I
mean-
agree with
I
that.
think personally, I loved it when it was just you and me.
Aw.
Jesus.
Aw. Aw.
We're
Bobby.
funny.
I will say yes, you guys are funnier than we were in the beginning. I don't think there was ever humor.
Listen,
Jackie thought she was really funny.
They're in
Jackie
shade of
was funny.
Jackie.
I found her hilarious.
That doesn't shock
Some
me.
People have to.
Jackie is funny, to be fair.
I will say, Bobby told me that I am at the comedic level of Jerry Seinfeld, and I will never forget it. So,
What have you
stage
done?
of his
Comedic level
career?
of Jerry
Seriously.
Seinfeld in 2018.
yeah. But he did say that. I have proof.
It's true, but I think if you look at the context of the conversation, Kelsey and I were having sort of like an ironic conversation at the moment.
Oh no.
All I know is that Bobby messaged me and he said, I had to scrap an entire podcast. I was like, oh
Okay.
no, what happened? I was like, did it have anything to do with that picture that Matt posted on Twitter where Kelsey looked lit?
Yep.
And he
Okay,
said,
I
"Well,
feel
could never
really
say it."
terrible about it, and I don't need it repeated.
It's your
So-
defining moment.
If it
I
was,
think
if
it
it was,
I
if
think
it
it
was
was
a
some of our
problem,
best
you would
Wait, are you
message
really
us
showing
about-
us the text message?
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
He said, I said, will Jerry Seinfeld sue me? Because I made a joke about comedians in cars getting coffee, whatever.
That's
anyways.
right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then he said yes. And I'm like, oh, damn. Okay. And he said, your brands are just too similar. And then I wanted to clarify to make sure that it wasn't going to my head. I said, are you saying I'm as funny as Jerry? Because me and Jerry are on a first name basis. And he said, 100%. It's right there.
What's the deal with Pokemon?
We're gonna get a copyright strike now on
Yeah.
this podcast.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Is that for real?
Yeah, we've got copyright strikes before.
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Woo.
Nintendo.
I
great
had
company.
to remove all of the audio out of one of my Pez videos before because of the music in it.
Because of the copyright music. All right, well, I think that text message is probably the best way to end it. I know that we had one of our listeners wanted to call in, but a little too late. Tell him, Hugh,
Will do.
that we will have him on. Well, we can do call-ins whenever. Actually, it's not like we have to do a special thing. So we
Yeah,
can
honestly,
whenever.
we could.
It'd be fun.
Every episode, guys.
Yeah, we can have people call in. That's fine.
Yeah, man.
So let's have them call in next episode.
Remember, only use video if you really want to when you
Yeah.
call in.
I'll be here.
Definitely use video. Point it up at the ceiling of your car,
Yeah.
a quarter of your head in the shot.
In
I'll-
portrait mode, please.
like screaming, like, "What did I do?
And
Why am I in video?"
you got to be eating
And-
some sort of cereal bar as well.
Yes,
Pear
absolutely.
flavored.
Pear flavored Nutrigrain bar.
Cool.
It's a very
What?
specific criteria to call into the Talking Games podcast.
I'm more of an
You just
apricot
laid it
man
out.
myself.
The last thing in the variety pack, you have to eat that.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so
Freaking Kelsey found that very funny.
So in
Because I know she's
talking
gonna
shit about her
listen.
best
she is. I
friend.
know.
No, because I know she's gonna listen and she's gonna be like, pears are a good fruit.
Oh wow, you
It's a
kids,
very good impression.
you kids, and the conversations you have.
Yeah,
You're fucking
but
wild.
it'll,
And you'll be
but
like,
it'll be sent all in emoji.
yeah,
Yes, that's how me and Danica strictly speak.
all,
Okay,
all caps emojis.
Very millennial of you.
You're a millennial also.
I'm not. They've redrawn the
Wait,
lines.
am I no longer?
This weird middle.
No.
Now I know I'll
millennial?
never use an emoji.
I was
They
never
changed
one
it,
anyway.
Kelsey. They changed it, Kelsey.
I use emojis now.
They changed
Now-
it because it likes to satisfy the 40-year-old writer who likes to shit on millennials. When the millennial age always changes, it's always younger than the
I thought-
reporter. That's the age.
I thought we were just in there, and I'm 30.
We were-
I'm almost 35.
We were just in there, but they changed it. Now, like 1979 to like 84 or something is like another. They call it something else.
What the fuck? That every other generation is like 15 years, and just your special generation is only going to be 5 years. Like, what the
It's
fuck?
because
is that?
it's
Just to
Because
leave
when
you
all the
guys
Star
out
Wars
of the
movies
bad-
came out.
yes, it's a special 5 years. No, Kelsey, here's the real reason they. I mean, all this stuff is bullshit anyway. But here's the reason they outlined for it. It's because the millennial thing is supposed to designate people who grew up always with like computers and online and everything.
I didn't have a computer when I was small.
But Kelsey, they're not. It's not a broad everybody's situation. It's just like they existed and were invented. That's how they do broad. That's why they're all bullshit. But I'm just telling
I
you.
will continue to draw you emojis in place of actually using them.
You can't just fucking send them. I don't know.
I don't know how to put them back on my phone.
All right. That's going to do it for the 200th episode of Talking Games. I think this last 10 minutes has been a very good reflection of what you can expect in the next 100 episodes. Zennials.
Yes, I think that's what it actually is.
Zennials is what Alejandro
Yeah.
said.
What the fuck?
Wow.
So we're going to start, podcast 1 week, stream the next week. All live on twitch.tv/talkinggames.
That's going to sound great on a podcast.
That's
Yeah,
noise
well, we
speak
know what
for alternating.
Alternating weeks.
You know.
If you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm at Bobby Shortle. Justin,
I'm no longer on Twitter.
are you not?
I'm no longer on Twitter.
Really?
For real.
Yeah, he's telling the truth because I went to go tag him every week, and I had a hell of a time finding him because he doesn't exist anymore.
Okay. Well, it doesn't exist
I'm
anymore.
taking a break from Twitter. I'll return eventually.
All right.
It's
We'll,
probably
we'll
for
all,
the best.
we'll all wait
Just-
with bated breath. Hugh,
It's-
Twitter.
It's full of angry Star Wars fans and people whinging about Donald Trump and Brexit. So, I am at H_Paz.
Kelsey.
Kel Samus, KELSSAS.
Make of that what you will.
Matt. Oh, God.
I'm at Johnny Matt Wood on both Twitter and Instagram.
So you can block him.
It's great.
Yes.
Follow me for daily post.
Okay. Talking_games on Matt, I swear.
Just mute him.
Go ahead, Bobby.
I'm going to kick you from the call, okay? At Talking_games is the Twitter
Right.
account. Games at TalkingComicBooks.com is the email address. Twitch.tv/TalkingGames. YouTube.com/TalkingGames. Videos. Thank you so much to everyone who has tuned in today and over the 4 years?
Over 4 years.
Over 4 years, right?
Oh, wow.
Warriors.
Yeah.
March 20th was our first show, I think.
Of
Well, this year.
2014?
Yeah.
Or 2014? Yeah, this year.
March 18th or 20th. It's one of those two.
4 plus years we've been doing this. We look forward to many, many more. But until then, thank you, Justin.
Thank you, Kelsey.
Thanks, Hugh.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you, Bobby.
And thank you to all of you who are listening and watching. Until next time, be good to one another.
Woo!
Hurrah!
YouTubers. I'm not stopping the stream. I was sat watching.
I have drank 32 ounces of cider and I've been holding it for like an hour and a half.
You've got a pint glass in front of you. Just piss in that.
Like
Ew.
And I will
this
end the
entire
stream
day-
there.